Inside the Deck is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, sellers of Magic the Gathering and many other card and board games. GatheringMagic.com, your #1 resource on Magic the Gathering, strategy, and culture.
My name is Ali Aintrazi, and the deck's called 5-color Door Nothingness. It's just like a tap-out control deck. It's like 5-color control, but instead of like using counter spells, you just ramp up and cast big spells like Sphinx Revelation, Nicol, Bolas, and Door Nothingness. Door Nothingness is a 5-mana artifact that comes to play tapped, and you tap 2 of each color, and it says target player loses the game. Well, I wanted to play a 5-color control deck, and I originally was running counter spells, but then I backed out because aggro is really a problem. And I also want to play Door Nothingness. Like last Open, I played Battle Wits. I told myself I want to play Door in some deck, so I decided to play it here and it's doing pretty well. The mana base is Shock lands, and then you have the M12 lands. You have a lot of Farseeks to fix your mana base, along with Ranger's Path again, and Lantern. You don't rely on Lantern, but it helps a lot. But Farseek is like the biggest card in the deck. The primary strategy is just to ramp up and maybe bait some spells before you cast your big one, or maybe you do EOT Revelation. If they're not playing blue, your spells are just really good because you go over the top. Like you also have Griselbrand too, and all the crazy stuff. So the primary spells of the deck are Farseek, Lantern. Then after that, you just play the big spells. You have like Revelation, which is a 3-of, and Rakdos' Return. After that, it's a lot of 1-ofs. The main problem with the ramp decks usually is they ramp, and then usually don't have anything to play. And Revelation is awesome for that, obviously, but so are the varied Planeswalkers, the 1-ofs. The 1-ofs allow you to just keep going and not stop. In my sideboard, I have 2 Tragic Slips for like Thalia or Humans or any deck that Tragic Slip is good in. Also, I have Abrupt Decay, mostly for Rune Chanter Spike, because that's how the tempo decks usually win the game. Also, I have 4 healers on the board for the aggro decks. We also have Cavern of Souls on the board for decks that have counter spells, so you can resolve your Thragtusks. Also have Rest in Peace for Reanimator decks to stop them, so it's a good card to bring in like one of Slaughter Games. We have 3 of those in the sideboard, and that's for any control deck, also or tempo. You can slaughter like Revelation, which is a huge card. And then we have 2 Duresses. I'm thinking about playing a main deck. They hit Revelations, counter spells, anything that's going to stop you. Its best matchup is any like mid-range deck that's not running counter spells. The aggressive decks are your worst matchup. If you have Thragtusk and Revelation and Supreme Verdicts, like 3 verdicts, but after that, it's pretty hard. So after you board, like let's say playing against zombies or humans, you just board out the big spell, like Door Nothingness. The spells you're not gonna cast, Nicol, Bolas. You bring in Abrupt Decay, Centaur Healers. There's 4 on the board, and Tragic Slips. So you become more of like a control deck that stops creatures. It's a very fun deck that's competitive. You get to play a lot of fun spells, a lot of Planeswalkers like Garruk, Vraska, Tamiyo, Nicol, Bolas, Griselbrand. Like you play a lot of fun cards. And Door Nothingness, which is a sweet card as well. I mean, what card says target player loses the game? That's pretty sweet.